Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover. We got Ed Sheeran, who recently revealed one of the top accomplishments of his career, and he explained why it was such a big deal to get Eminem and 50 Cent on a song in a recent interview, and it all makes sense. We also have an account believed to be associated with Shady Records that's got Eminem fans buzzing with hope recently after a Cryptic tweet popped up, and you'll see why in a bit. But first, before we get started, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and find me on social media at etlifestyle_web. So we'll start with the latest from an account believed to be credible by many and linked to Shady Records. Shady Films was announced back in 2013, and the Shady Films account on Twitter that's yet to be verified even got followers like Royce the 5'9". And recently, an interaction between a fan and this account raised some eyebrows and reached platforms like Reddit. It started with this: hello, what are your plans for today? And the account replied, many plans, way too early. And the next one sparked discussion so far. Goodness shouts, evil whispers. And that has sparked popular threads like this on Reddit. And here's one take many agree with so far. That screams bad meets evil. That is super interesting. Also, I don't understand people's problems with tweets from this account. They've been right on everything they've teased, and aside from no verification, which may be on purpose, we have no reason to believe they aren't legit. Right about Kamikaze, Side B, Higher music video, and some other things not immediately coming to mind. Also, they are followed by Royce and No Life Shack if it matters that much, so I seriously feel like they are appropriate in this sub. I remember when they teased a picture of a video that was getting edited around the time when the picture of Eminem and Big Daddy Kane surfaced on the internet, and now we know that it was for a documentary, something I guessed at that time. And some trust this account to this point, something definitely coming. And based on the stories we've covered these last few days, that's a no-brainer at this point, since we got that Grip featuring Eminem song coming up soon, and also Nasan and Eminem music on the way. But this teaser from Shady Films, based on how it was worded, implies there's more. On the credibility of the account, another user adds, for anyone who doesn't believe them, they work for Shady Records. Some of them admins are video editors, and that user dropped a link to the account taking credit for a teaser before Killer Remix dropped, where a user stated, "You're a real one for hinting at something dropping yesterday," and they replied, and no one believed it. But there's more to this tease, as many believe it was Bad Meets Evil related, like this: goodness shouts, evil whispers. Maybe that's a new single or the new album name for Bad Meets Evil, but some people cleared the air on what this could be about. Everyone's saying Bad Meets Evil, but Crook has the Good vs. Evil albums, something to think about. And another adds, and we know he's been in the studio with Crooked. And on the whole goodness and evil discussion, more theories popped up like this: Crook equals goodness, M equals evil. Crook talks on Twitter a lot, M rarely tweets. That's what I got from this. So it's split between Royce and Eminem, or Eminem and Crooked. Under another thread on this, some fans truly believe there's something up. When this guy starts tweeting, something's usually up. But not everyone is convinced. Whoever runs that account is immature and clout chasey. I don't trust a thing they post. But as usual, I'll be looking forward to what you guys think, especially those who follow this account on Twitter. Perhaps Royce could help us with that. Moving on to the next point today, Ed Sheeran has been around to promote his new music that's #1 in the United Kingdom 2 weeks in a row so far, and he's dropped some stories along the way about Eminem in these interviews. For instance, we found out his favorite Eminem lyrics a few days ago. We also found out about how he learned to tweak his work schedule from Eminem, and in a recent interview on Hot Ones from First We Feast, he revealed more about his top 3 career accomplishments. After the question was asked about where Remember the Name falls on his list of career accomplishments, he stated, "I think probably top 3, because when I was in school, I mean, look at me. If you would," he points towards someone and adds, "I looked like that in school, but younger, smaller, skinnier, and geekier. And if you were to go to my school and go at the height of Shady Records and the height of Aftermath, and go, which one of these kids is gonna do a song with Eminem and 50 Cent, no one would have guessed me." Funny enough, this time Ed Sheeran had more to say about 50 Cent, who he believes couldn't recognize him at first when they met, even after they did the song together, although he says 50 Cent will probably disagree. And here's what some believe about the collaborations project Ed Sheeran released in reaction to this interview. I'm still under the impression Ed Sheeran did the entire collab project just to get Eminem and 50 Cent in the club again. For real though, if 50 wouldn't have cost so much in his verse, it would have been a radio hit in my opinion. Remember, the name has since surpassed 165 million streams on Spotify. Not bad for a song that got no airplay, don't you think?